Hey guys.
Hi guys.
So we are now starting something new. This has never actually happened before because prior years this wasn't a thing. So New York Comic Con, Funko is a part of New York Comic Con now basically. So they're going to have their own exclusives and so on and so forth. But before we even start the review, whatever you want to call it, we don't know what's going to happen with these. This isn't like San Diego Comic Con.
We have no idea how we're going to get these, how we're going to order them, where they're going to be available at. It's all new and it's going to be a big surprise for all of us.
Yeah, so we'll keep tabs on it. We'll see what happens. Follow us on Facebook because we have a community of people that try to find us out too. So some of the stickers do say limited edition. Other of them have numbers, blah, 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 blah. Let's get into wave one. So up first we have Alternate Universe Layla and Fry. And it's a 2-pack. So this is kind of like the New York Comic Con Batman vs. Superman 2-pack.
It's not going to be as awesome as the Batman vs. Superman 2-pack, let's be honest, but it's still a cool 2-pack.
Yeah, I like the colors of it. It looks nice. I like the orange. The paint job looks pretty good. I think it's going to be pretty popular for Futurama fans. If you're a Futurama fan, there's not very many exclusives to begin with, and a 2-pack in it is a good. I think that's good. I think that's a good little exclusive. There's only 750 pieces of that one, so that was going to be pretty difficult to find too.
It's going to be there only.
Yeah.
Up next, we got to see an orange glow-in-the-dark cat bug from the Bravest Warriors, and it's a limited edition. It doesn't say it's limited to a certain amount, so maybe we will be able to find this in different places.
Yeah, this one might be like, I don't know if a Hot Topic or we don't know anything about it. You know, so hopefully we'll know soon where these things are going to be, if they're going to get it. We have no information on this. New York Comic Con is so new. This is one more cat bug to check off.
And it's really a cute one. I love how it's orange too.
It looks like a creamsicle.
Yeah, it does.
Up next we have Cylon Commander from Battlestar Galactica. And he's gold, so I think this one's cool. You know, gold, we're fans of gold. Not necessarily fans of Battlestar Galactica, but I think if you are, you might be impressed with this one. This one has a limit of 1,000 pieces, so who knows if that's going to be a lot, you know? Who knows? The numbers on these are a lot smaller than San Diego Comic Con.
Yes. Up next we have the 10th Doctor in the spacesuit, and it is a little bit different from the San Diego Comic Con because we had the 12th Doctor in the spacesuit.
Head swap!
So, yeah, pretty quick, easy change, but I think it looks pretty awesome.
Yeah, Doctor Who fans, you gotta have it. You know, Doctor Who fans, you gotta have every little variant, no doubt about it. So this one's limited to 2,000 pieces, so this one might be possible. Maybe.
Maybe.
Up next, there's one that now this one's I'm kind of impressed with. It's Ricochet Rabbit, but on the box you'll notice that Ricochet Rabbit is a different color. So here's my guess. This is going to be the little gruesome of New York Comic Con.
Probably so.
We're probably going to see all different kinds of colors of this, maybe. Maybe if not, I like this color variant of it. It's very, you know what it reminds me of?
What?
Those, you know those popsicle ice cream things, like they have like strawberry shortcake and chocolate ones? This looks like the cake one.
It does.
It has it just has a cakey look to it. It's got, you know, sprinkles and I don't know. It just has that. And I kind of like this one. This one I'm interested in. I don't necessarily follow Ricochet Rabbit. It wasn't really our time era, but I think this pop looks really awesome.
I think the pop is really cute, and I really want this
one.
one.
But we're probably not going to be able to get this one because it's 300 pieces.
Up next, we have a black and white Wolfman reaction figure. He's limited to 2,000 pieces, so if you are a reaction fan,
horror fan, Universal Monsters fan. Yeah, I think, you know, that's one thing about these reaction figures. They're not incredibly popular with a lot of people. But if you're a horror fan, horror fans are kind of known for collecting anything and everything that's Universal Monsters.
Pretty much.
So, you know, I think that a black and white version of a reaction figure of Wolfman, this is going to be maybe popular for them.
I think so too.
Up next we have a bloody variant of Daryl Dixon on the vinyl idols. Now I gotta be honest, we saw these vinyl idols at Hastings, okay? So, you know, we've ordered some online, haven't got them yet because they're pre-order the Batman 66 version coming out. But I gotta be honest, I am very, very impressed with this line.
I am too. I think that they're really cute, and I love how they have these like googly weird eyes. I don't know what it is about their eyes.
They're tall too.
I like these.
These are a lot bigger than you probably think when you see them. I mean, they're legitimately like this. They're like
8-inch.
Yeah, they're kind of like a Hikari size in a way, a little smaller, but they are actually very good quality when you look at them. So I'm excited to get some in our hands to review them. They do have some at GameStop and stuff too if you want to take a look at them. I think Seinfeld was it? Yeah, I think so. I think you might as well Seinfeld. They were pretty awesome, so I'm excited to do some reviews of these. So this is just the bloody version of Daryl Dixon, limited to 500 pieces, so could be hard. Maybe not. Maybe not now because it's new. A lot of people aren't getting the vinyl idols, so you know how we feel about that. Get them while you can. We also got another Dwarves XL Batman. So
God.
This is the detective mode Arkham Batman, and I think it looks really cool. Now it is XL, so it's big, and the XL ones are actually pretty big.
I love the XL ones because they're so huge. They're just, I don't know, they're so cute and cool.
They look cool on the shelf.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
You walk into the room and you're like scanning, you see that and you're like, dear God,
Scanning,
what is that?
detective mode
Yeah!
Batman. Nice. But yeah, I think this one's really cool. You know, I like it. Now it's limited to 500 pieces, so it's gonna be hard to get. Probably
impossible.
It's not gonna be like a Hot Topic thing where it goes over there. So if you do want it, you might want to try to find. If you're at the con, you might want to grab this one because this one might be a little difficult to find.
Finally, to end Wave 1, we have a Platinum Greedo, and it's a Hikari. He's limited to 600 pieces. 600
pieces.
Yeah.
Not a whole lot, but maybe a whole lot for Hikari. This looks really cool. I don't remember ever seeing a Platinum version of a Hikari.
I don't either.
It's pretty nice. I kind of like it.
I would love to get my hands on him and just to see what the paint job looks like. To see a lot of the Hikaris, you can see through them.
They have a really nice paint job on Hikaris.
Yeah. I wonder if it's going to be like that with Greedo too. If you're going to be able to sort of see through him. I don't know. It's going to be really cool.
Now we're not quite done with Wave 1. We're going to go into what Toy Tokyo revealed for their New York Comic Con, and these are the ones I'm impressed with the most.
Me too.
We saw Godzilla finally. A lot of people didn't like him.
I think he looks really cute.
I like him. I think he looks cool. He's cutesy, but he's kind of Godzilla at the same time.
He reminds me of like Reptar and Godzilla, like the nice
Reptar,
version.
yeah. Be a good custom Reptar.
Yeah.
So Toy Tokyo is going to get a black and white version. And this is limited edition, so who knows? Toy Tokyo is always hard to get their exclusives, always. And then we also got the one that I'm excited about the most, I think, so far for New York Comic Con, and of course they're going to reveal some today, so, who knows, we're not going to record that today, but, maybe something would be great on that, but so far this is one I'm most impressed with, and it is the glow-in-the-dark blue version of Godzilla, and I love this. I freaking love this.
I do too. I can't wait to see this. I would love to get my hands on it. I don't know if we will be able to or not, but I think he looks amazing.
I love it. I love the colors. This is amazing.
Too.
And one thing about Godzilla fans and Godzilla collectors, they spend a lot of money. And they buy a lot of stuff because there's not a whole lot of Godzilla stuff. So this one's probably going to be hard because people are going to collect these that aren't even Funko Pop fans. They're going to see them at the con and they're going to want them because, man, Godzilla fans, those are some of the craziest spenders out there. I promise. They're crazy.
Up next for Toy Tokyo, they have a Freddie Funko 15th anniversary figure. And
like a wood grain look.
Yeah, it's really cute. Everybody loves the Freddie Funkos and they're really hard to get anyways. And this one's just really cute. I love how he's holding the little plaque like, haha, Toy
15 years. So obviously Toy Tokyo has had a good relationship with Funko to be able to even get a Freddie Funko for their exclusives. We also got more Battlestar Galactica ones. So we are going to get White Suit Lieutenant Starbuck. And we're going to get White Suit Captain Apollo. So, I don't know a whole lot about this show as far as Battlestar Galactica goes. But if you're a Battlestar Galactica fan, this might be impressive for you.
Yeah, they look pretty cool. Their outfits and costumes, they look nice. We also got to see a Dirty Penny C-3PO Hikari.
What a name.
Yeah, it's a mouthful, really. And he's limited to 500 pieces. I think this is going to be pretty cool. I can't wait to see what that paint job's going to look like as well.
This finish looks a lot more like C-3PO.
Yeah.
This is really cool.
Well, C-3PO in the desert may be dirty.
Yeah, he's got all kinds of textures throughout the show, but I think this one is going to be popular and it's going to be hard to get. In my opinion. C-3PO is very collectible.
He's so awesome anyways, so you gotta have everything C-3PO.
And finally, to end the Toy Tokyo New York Comic Con exclusives, we're gonna see a Batman Dorbs Batmobile.
Yay, I'm so excited for this. I love the Batman Batmobiles anyways, and I think that the Toy Tokyo ones are probably some of the cooler versions of it.
They are.
And I can't wait to see what this Dorbs Batmobile is going to look like.
Yeah. This one's going to be red, just like the one they sent us last year when we did the review for the 1966 Batmobile in
the 1966
Batmobile.
It was awesome.
So if you haven't seen that video yet, you can click this thing and see it. So we're probably going to see Toy Tokyo get into the Dorbs line with exclusives and probably going to follow their Funko Pop Batmobile colors.
It seems that way.
Yeah, gold, blue, red, which were copies off of old Batmobile toys. That's what they did, and of course Toy Tokyo is a toy store, so they deal with that kind of stuff. And we're getting the red version in Dorbs, and it looks exactly like the Pop version, so I'm pretty excited about this one.
I'm very excited for it.
This one says limited edition, so who knows how hard this will be.
Maybe we'll get a lot of them.
Okay, that's Wave 1 for New York Comic Con. Let us know in the comments, what do you think? Are you excited more about New York Comic Con than San Diego Comic Con, at least for Wave 1?
I think Wave 1 for New York Comic Con was a little bit better than Wave 1 for San Diego, but it could just be they're front loading all of the fun stuff. Who knows?
Who knows? All right, guys, we'll see you on Wave 2.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Turn signal switches are in the pods.